So ngayon ay magvi-video tayo ng module 2 ng SRWE. So kakaunti naman siya, no? Dalawa lang siyang part, frame forwarding tsaka switching domains. So start tayo dito sa introduction. Okay, so switching, routing, wireless essentials. So ito nga palang topic natin ay ano to? Switching concepts. Okay. So wala tong wala siyang mga packet tracers. So let's action natin. Wala lang naman to. So welcome to basic device configuration. Bye. Dito tayo sa introduction. Ba't ba nandito tayo? Okay, welcome to switching concepts. You can connect and configure switches. Okay. Then, ang ating module title is switching concepts. Objective natin, explain how layer 2 switches forward data. So, may dalawa tayong topics dito, yung frame forwarding. So, we need to explain how frames are forwarded in a switch network. Then, switching domains. So, compare a collision domain to a broadcast domain. Okay. So, switching in networking. So, we have here two terms associated with frames entering and leaving an interface. So, we have the ingress and the egress. So, yung ingress ay used to describe the port where a frame enters the device. So, yun yung port kung saan pumapasok yung mga data or frame. So, ito naman yung egress, siya yung lumalabas. So, the port that frames that will use when leaving the device. Okay, you may note dito, an Ethernet frame will never be forwarded out the same port it was on which it was received. Okay, click play to see an animation of the switching process. Okay. Ulitin lang natin to. Okay, hindi natin. Pasok siya sa 1 EA. So, lalabas siya sa 4. So, pumasok sa 5 EE. Lalabas siya sa 1. So, yun, meron siya ditong port table, no? Parang siya yung MAC address table, di ba? So, yung labas niya lang kung saan port. Alam niya kung ano yung mga MAC addresses na nasa port. Okay. 25. So, switch MAC address table. Ito lang naman yung... So, dito nag-store yung mga MAC address ng mga host dun sa switch na yun, sa port na yun. Okay. Kaya natin kung meron tayong mababasa dito. So, for switch to know which port to use to transmit a frame, it must first learn which devices exist on each port. Okay. As the switch learns the relationship of ports of the device, it builds a table called MAC address table. So, kailangan pala talaga niya malaman kung ano yung mga MAC address na nasa host niya para mas madali yung pagtatransmit ng data. Okay. So, slant switches determine how to handle incoming data frames by MAC address table. Switch populates its MAC address table by recording the source MAC address of each device connected to its port. So, nagre-record siya. Kuwari, may pumasok sa port 1. So, examine niya yung source MAC address nung base dun sa frame, then lalagay niya yung MAC address dun sa MAC address table. So, para pag may magsasend na dun, alam na ng switch based dun sa MAC address table kung ano yung kung saang port naman yung dun sa destination MAC address. So, medyo magulo, no? Pero ma-gigets natin mamaya. So, switch learn and forward method. So, step 1, learn examining the source MAC address. So, yun na nga. Yun na yung pag-explain ko, no? Yung source MAC address galing sa frame, yun yung nilalagay niya sa MAC address table. So, kung hindi siya nag-exist, yung galing sa frame na yun, hindi nag-exist yung source MAC address, yan, idadagdag niya yun, yung port number. Pero kung exist na siya, yun, nagre-refresh lang siya. So, forward naman, examine the destination MAC address. So, kung kung ang destination MAC address niya ay nasa MAC address table, so ifo-forward niya lang dun sa specific port. Pero kung wala, ifa-flag niya yun. So, forward the frame out of all ports except the incoming ports. Okay, itong video na to ay nasa ano siya nasa CCNA1. So, sige, panoorin natin.
In this vid,
baka siya iba yung sounds niya. So, panoorin natin siya.
In this video, PCA is going to send an Ethernet frame to PCB, and PCB is going to send an Ethernet frame to PCA. We're going to examine how switches S1 and S2 build their MAC address tables, and also how they forward frames based on the information in those MAC address tables.
Dalawa siyang MAC address table.
PCA has an Ethernet frame to send to PCB.
Okay, so saan siya
The
doon?
source MAC address of the frame is 000A, and the destination MAC address is 000B. The Ethernet frame is sent to switch S1. S1 receives the Ethernet frame, examines the source MAC address, and notices that this MAC address is not in its MAC address table, so it adds the MAC address and the incoming port number. Next, switch S1 examines the destination MAC address, and notices that this MAC address is not in its table, so it floods it out all ports. PCB receives the Ethernet frame, examines the destination MAC address against its own MAC address, and notices that that is a match, and receives the rest of the frame. The Ethernet frame continues to be forwarded to switch S2. Switch S2 examines the source MAC address of the frame, and notices it is not in its MAC address table, so it adds the MAC address and the incoming port to its MAC address table. Next, switch S2 examines the destination MAC address, notices that is not in its MAC address table, so it floods it out all ports. PCC receives the Ethernet frame, and its MAC address does not match the destination MAC address of the Ethernet frame, so it does not accept the rest of the frame. The router receives the Ethernet frame, examines the destination MAC address against its own MAC address, and notices it is not a match, so it does not receive the rest of the frame. Now let's have PCB sending a frame back to PCA.
Saan naman siya? Pabalik.
The source MAC address of the frame is 000B, and the destination MAC address is 000A.
Wala siya sa MAC address table.
PCB sends it to switch S1. S1 notices that the source MAC address is not in its MAC address table, so it adds the MAC address and the incoming port number. Next, switch S1 examines the destination MAC address and notices that MAC address is in its MAC address table, so it sends it out just port 1. PCA receives the Ethernet frame, examines the destination MAC address against its own MAC address, and notices it is a match, so it receives the rest of the frame.
Okay. Yun, parang yun. Okay. Saan ba tayo? So, switching forwarding methods, meron tayong store and forward switching and cut-through switching. Ang pinagkaiba lang nito ay nag-check siya. Tsaka nire-receive niya muna lahat ng frame bago niya i-transmit. So, dito sa cut-through switching, forward niya after niya makita tong destination MAC address. Tsaka dito sa switch and forward, store and forward switching, so meron siya ditong cyclic redundancy check. So, check niya yung mga errors. Receive return. Check the frame for errors. Okay. Yung store and forward switching, meron din siyang two primary characteristics yun. Yung error checking, tsaka automatic buffering. So, buffering yata ay yung nagbabuffer siya pag hindi yata hindi pareho yung kanyang speed sa pagkakaalam ko. The entire frame in buffer. Okay. I-buffer niya muna, tapos tsaka niya i-check. Okay. So yun, meron ditong checksum. So, ito yata yung mismo ano niya eh. Triangle, cut-through switching. Yun. Basta mabasa niya na to, i-transmit niya na muna. Tatransmit niya agad. Pero pag itong store and forward, kailangan niya muna itong ma-receive lahat. Okay. Meron tayo dito ang activity. Meron din ganito kasi sa ano eh, sa CCNA1. Okay. Use this to check your understanding of how fast switch learns in forward frame. So, ang source natin ay S0A at papunta siya sa OC. Sa MAC address table natin, wala siyang OA. So, ang ibig sabihin niya ay mag-add muna siya sa MAC address table. Pero, alam niya na ang destination MAC address. So, saan niya i-forward yung frame sa OC. So, fast Ethernet 5. So, with the switch start through. Dahil wala siyang MAC address nitong OA, i-add niya muna. And then, unicast siya. Kaya dito lang siya pupunta. So, check natin. Okay. Successful answered. So, isa pa. Siguro mga 3 try tayo. So, galing tayo sa OF, pupunta tayo sa OB. Alam ng O9, so meron tayong MAC address dito, at meron ding OB. So, ang gagawin natin ay pupunta na siya O3, tsaka unicast din siya. Tama. Okay. And last one. Okay. So, OC siya, pupunta siya sa OD. Dito lang sa katabi. So, O7. So, meron din siyang OC at saka OD. So, ganun naman. So, pa O7 lang siya. Tsaka unicast siya. So, may OC na din eh. Check. Last. Wala bang kakaiba? So, OE siya. Papunta sa OB. Ay, nako. Yun na naman. Wala siyang source. Tsaka F3 dito. Wala din siyang source. Tsaka specify. Check. So, next. Last. Kakaiba naman. Okay, so OD siya. Source niya ay papunta sa OB. Yan, kakaiba to. So, ang magagawa niya ay wala siyang ano eh. So, ipa-flood niya lahat. Baliban sa FA7. So, F135, 135, tsaka sa O9. Ipa-flood niya yan. Ang destination niya ay B. So, wala din siya dito. Wala siyang source dito, OD. Pero siya ay unicast. Okay. Frame is a unicast frame and will be flooded to all ports. Kasi, wala siyang ano eh. Check natin. Okay. Tayo sa pangalawang topic. Switching domains. So, collision domains. Ano ba to? Okay. Terms collisions, congestion are used here in the same way as in street traffic. So, collision, pag hindi siya pag full duplex, wala siyang collision. Pero pag half duplex, yun, nagka-collision siya. So, auto-negotiate, full duplex. Pag auto-negotiate yata ay alam niya yung kung kailan siya or hindi. Basta parang pag auto-negotiation ay yun. Parang pinapantay niya yata yung speed. Then, kailangan full siya. Hindi siya full auto-negation. Auto-negation full duplex. So, broadcast domains naman ay so, ito ay isang switch siya. Ito ba yung collision domain? Basta pag broadcast domain, nag-include siya ng interconnected switches. Okay. Ito. Yan. MAC broadcast. So, a collection of interconnected switches forms a single broadcast domain. Routers are used to segment broadcast domains but will also segment a collision domain. Kaya tayo collision domain. Ayan natin. Okay. Collision domain yata ito. Ito naman. flood dito pa. Tapos magsisend din siya. Okay. Alleviate network congestion. So ito, alleviate. Tingnan natin alleviate. Paano ito ibawasan or ano? So reduce.
Alleviate.
So reduce network congestion. Network congestion ay yung parang yung traffic na ano, network congestion. Congestion. Ito parang sa ano, wait lang. Carrying more data than it can handle. So, carrying data. Okay. Bandwidth is insufficient and network data traffic exceeds capacity. Parang napupuno siya. So, kailangan natin ay, so, to alleviate network congestion, so we have the passport speeds, fast internal switching, large frame buffers, saka high port density. Meron dito tayong understanding switching domains. So which port will be auto-negotiated between a host with a 1 GPS NIC connected to Cisco Catalyst switch with 100 Mbps port. Siyempre, mag-adjust ay ito. So magiging 100 lang siya. Hindi naman pwede itong tumaas. So which device separates broadcast domains? So we have the router. Device dual switches used to alleviate network congestion. Ito, tsaka fast port speeds, tsaka ito. Check natin. Okay. Dito kagad tayo sa summary, ano. So, meron natin yung frame forwarding. Meron dito tayong store and forward, tsaka cut through. Pag store and forward yun, check siya. Uses error checking, automatic buffering. Cut through naman ay hindi siya nag-check ng errors. So, it performs rapid frame switching. So bilis yung cut through kaysa sa store and switching. Store and forward. Switching domains. So we have collision domains and broadcast domains. So, pag collision domains yata ay single siyang switch. So there are no collision domains when switch ports are operating in full duplex. Basta pag broadcast domains ay interconnect ng 2 or more switch. So ilang questions ba to? So 14. Sagutan ko na to pero parang hindi ko na maalala. So which statement is true about broadcast and collision domains? Adding a router will increase the size of collision domain. Adding a switch will increase the size of broadcast domain. Oh, kasi dependent naman ng broadcast domain sa number of switches. So what is one function of a layer 2 switch? Forwards data, hindi ito yung dalawa eh. Learns the port assigned to a host by examining the destination. Hindi. Dapat i-source to. Learns the port assigned to a host. Dapat source to. Choose to forward. Okay. What is significant between hub and layer 2 switch? Ay, okay. Natandaan ko to. Hindi ko siya masyadong ano eh. So, basta switch ay create many smaller collision domains. Smaller collision. Okay. Hub increase the size of single collision domain. So, pag nalagay ka ng switch, yun, nababawasan yung collision domains mo. Kasi nababawasan yung PC mo eh. So what will a Cisco LAN switch do if it receives an incoming frame and destination address is not? So forward it. Okay. Hindi mo niya i-drop yung kagad niya. Send niya, ano niya yun, then i-forward niya sa lahat ng ports. Tama. So hindi niya alam yung destination eh. So which switch characters helps alleviate. Frame buffering. Kasi frame buffering, hindi ko lang sure kasi pag hindi siya same ng speed, ang port speed. So frame buffering yun. Parang i-store niya muna. Then tsaka check yung errors. So which switching method makes use of the FCS value? Store and forward. Kasi kapag cut through naman ay transmit agad. And what does the port set density represent? So, sa pagkakaalala ko, nasagutan ko na kasi ito eh. So, the number of available ports. So, kasi ang una kong sinagot ay number of hosts. Kasi port density. Yung pala ay the number of available ports. So, what information does the switch use to keep the MAC address table information current? So, source MAC address and the incoming port. Kasi doon naman yan nilalagay yung MAC address galing din sa source MAC address from the incoming port. So, which are true about half duplex and full duplex? So, allows both the full duplex sabay silang data sa receive and then increases the effective bandwidth. Yun yung full duplex natin. So, which type of address does a switch use to build the MAC address table? Source IP. Hindi, source MAC address. Siya. Yun yung MAC address. Kaya nga MAC eh. Which option correctly describes the switching method? Cut through. And the entire frame. Hindi yun. Start forward. Forwards the frame immediate. Hindi din. Hindi. Ito. Kasi nag-check siya ng data link errors. So, last 3. There was boundary to divide layer 2 broadcast domains. So we have the router. What is the purpose of frame buffers on the switch? I think to hold traffic. Kasi nga hindi siya pagka-send, hold niya muna traffic, babuffer siya. We eliminate collisions on an Ethernet network. Switch. So check natin. Okay, you have successfully identified the correct answers. So, next naman ay, next na ay VLANs, no? Babasa-basa muna tayo dito konti. And then, that's it.